Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Monday night concert. Just a quick announcement before we get started this evening. Final Monday night concert is next Monday, but it's going to start early. I've been informed that the Misfits are going to start at 6 o'clock. So next Monday, the final concert will start at 6, okay? So let your friends know if they're not here tonight. The final concert will start at 6 o'clock next week. The Misfits have a curfew, apparently. They got to get home early, so. And if you know a couple of them, I can understand that, too. They should be home before 9. I want to thank everyone that's been here several times this summer. We've had a great summer down here. Beautiful weather. I think we were indoors, once? I think one time all summer, something like that. So another good year. Monday night concerts. Let New Ulm Park and Rec know how much you appreciate this program so we can do it again next year. And I'm just going to make one prediction. I believe the shade structure will be done before next year's concert series. Let's cross our fingers. I think we get those last 2 sheets of metal up there. Hopefully by next June we'll be ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm welcome tonight. New Ulm Park and Recreation Department, KNUJ, welcome the Original German Band.
Thank you very much. I appreciate KNUJ sponsoring these great concerts. I'm Denny Warder. I'm very pleased and proud to present to you the Original German Band of New Ulm. We've been in existence as a voluntary group since 1985. We are in our 38th season, and I think we've played that many concerts down here for the people of New Ulm and the area. We're going to start our program tonight saluting a beautiful area in Europe from which many of our ancestors came and much of our musical tradition called Egeland. Egeland, Heimatland, here it is. Thank you very much. Von Egelin, a part of present-day Czech Republic. A famous writer in America visited Europe on a tour, and one of the comments he made on his return and in his book is that the most musical area in Europe that he found was in the Egeland area of the Czech Republic, then known as Hejmegård. Our next number is a salute to the great musical German tradition for which New Ulm is noted far and wide. This is a great number that was very popular and very much often played by the Whoopi John Band, which was one of the best known bands out of New Ulm. The Barbara Polka. Here it is. Thank you very much. The beloved Barbara Polka. Our music, much of which was a gift from many of the German bands that came here during Heritage Fest past. Many people do not know that what made Heritage Fest possible was a gift from the German government as a thank you for all of the help that we gave them after World War II. They paid the airfare for these bands and their wives or spouses to come to America, and all we had to do was feed and house them. And that's why they were so popular here in New Ulm and St. Louis and Milwaukee and Chicago. It's a wonderful gift that we received, but more importantly, the gift of music. And as I took some of these bands on tours of the area, they wanted to give me something, and I said, just give me some of your sheet music, some of your favorite numbers. And the next one we're going to do for you salutes the town of Ulm, for which New Ulm got its name. This is called Schwabenklänge. Schwaben is the area of the land that was called Wittenberg, where Ulm exists. And so here we're going to do Schwabenklänge, sounds from Schwabenland. Thank you. Thank you very much. In Germany and Austria, they have a beautiful custom that involves the people other than dancing. If you were in a tavern with music, they would ask the people to schunkel with the music. And that means that you sit next to your partner and you lock arms and you sway with the music, called schunkling. And so we're going to do a number for you now, and if you would like, you can schunkel with us. We're going to have Heidi going to do the vocal for the Schunkel Parade. Here it is.
Da wurde grüner Christ, man mit Grüßgott die Brust, liegt meine schöne Stadt, gleichen nicht hat, was uns Elend und Blut, wer uns was zerdrückt, schön sind Rücken, na rein. Schutz sitzt da ein, steht am Hofbräuhaus, 1, 2, zu fahren, zu manches Essen, 1, 2, zu fahren, zu manche brave Mann, 1, 2, zu fahren. Treu sind nicht haben wollen, auch nirgend Fürsten und Grafen, tauschen wir Wunden so wohl, wir kommen alle in den Himmel, weil wir zu Gras sind, weil wir zu Gras sind. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. The last words of that beautiful song, by the way, is good news for all of us. Because all of us are so well behaved, there is no question we're all going to heaven. And so that's good news. Just recently I heard that there is a number that emanates from the Czech Republic that is still a very popular song requested at concerts in Germany and Austria. It is a great number and it's called the Cheruska. Here it is.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. The Schuberska, a very popular number yet today in Europe. When we organized the original German band, we had with us some very talented New Ulm musicians. And one of them who did a lot of the translating and also rewriting and rearranging the German music sheets that I had been given as a gift was the late Leroy Slivers de Wands. And of course, one of his thoughts was that if we're going to have an original German band, we need to salute the German style music that emanates from New Ulm. And so he put together a theme song medley that salutes 4 of the great bands that no longer are with us. We no longer hear their music, but we want to keep their thoughts alive, their beautiful music alive with our salute, with our number called the Theme Song Medley. Here it is. In the 30s, 40s, and 50s, the Eddie Wilper Band and their song, Beautiful Youth. In the 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s, the great Babe Wagner Band featuring his brother Swede and their theme song, The Midnight Waltz. In the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s, the great late Dumpy Domeyer and his version of the Baby Ball. In the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, the great late Fred Fritchie, King of Goosetown, and their theme song, Immigrants Waltz. And there you have our salute to 4 beautiful bands no longer with us, but we want to keep their sounds alive by presenting our theme song medley. Thank you. one of the very well-known bands that traveled perhaps more than any other band out of New Ulm to the East Coast, West Coast, and into Canada, was a band led by Harold the Owl Levelmacher. And their band was called the Six Fat Dutchmen. There were more than six. They weren't all fat, and they weren't all Dutchmen, but they put out some great music. And of course, they appropriately named their theme song title, The Dutchman's Waltz. Here it is. Thank you very much. The beloved Six Fat Dutchmen and their theme song, What Else What, The Dutchman's Waltz. Our next number salutes the most widely known worldwide band out of Minnesota ever. It is the Whoopie John Band. Interestingly, not too long back, we found out the band was featured on the Armed Forces Network during World War II. I walked into a USO in Washington, D.C. and sat down with some fellow servicemen. And where are you from? I said, New Ulm, Minnesota. And they said, never heard of it. I went over to the jukebox and I put in 2 nickels. You could play a record for 5 cents back then. And I played a couple numbers by Whoopie John. And when I got back to the table, oh, we love that music, we know that music. And I said, well, that happens to be a guy from my hometown. Matter of fact, I happen to be related to him. And so they explained how they were in the South Pacific and in Europe, and they heard Whoopie John music. Here is the theme song for the Whoopie John Band, the Marikian Waltz. Here it is. Thank you very much. A beautiful number, a great band, a great tradition. There is a number that is perhaps most widely known German song in America. It's called Du Du liebst mir im Herzen. I was a young lad, that's quite a few years ago. The most popular song people were saying to one another was Du Du liebst mir im Herzen. You belong to my heart. We're going to do the number for you now by an Ulm, Germany composer, Du Du liebst mir im Herzen, featuring Heidi on the vocal. Here it is.
Du liegst mir im Herzen, du liegst mir im Sinn, du magst mir den Schmerzen, weißt nicht, wie gut ich dir bin. Du weißt nicht, wie gut ich dir bin. Du weißt nicht, wie gut ich dir bin. So wie ich dir liebe, so liebe auch mich, die seligsten Triebe für dich, allein nur für dich. Ja, für dich, allein nur für dich. Ja, für dich, allein nur für dich. Und wenn in der Ferne mir dein Bild erscheint, dann wünsch ich so gerne, dass uns der Liebe vereint. Ja, dass uns der Liebe vereint. Ja, dass uns der Liebe vereint. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Great job, Heidi. I think you need to know that these great sounds come to you from volunteers coming from as far away as Mankato, St. Peter. There's no pay involved, but we do get a beer. Compliments of B&L Bar. So let's give them a big applause. Play for the beer. Our next number is another Beamer Malton song called Gajeska. Here it is, Gajeska Polka. Thank you. Thank you very much. We were very fortunate that we had a musician in Rome here of unbelievable talent. Again, I need to mention Leroy Slivers DeWans. And one day, as he was doing some of this rearranging with our instruments, he said, I've got a number, a tune that's running through my head, and I'm thinking about putting it into notes that the band can play. And I says, let's do it. And so he did. And so what you're going to hear next is an original composition by the late Leroy Slivers DeWans, a member of the Minnesota Music Hall of Fame. And he could have played with anybody. He was a great clarinetist and just a great musician. Here is the Linwood Waltz, an original composition by Slivers. Thank you very much. Great, beautiful number by one of our original members and just a beloved guy. As I mentioned earlier, our music, much of it comes from Egeland or Bohemia. We're going to do another number for you now called Egeland. We know you like it because it's where our New Ulm traditional music comes from.
die Heimat, heut mal wieder so. Hält deine Felder und Wälder und ein grünes Tal. Jägerland, Heimatland, grüßt dich tausendmal. Jägerland, Heimatland, liebest du so schön. Nur die Heimat, heut mal wiedersehen. Hey, deine Felder und Wälder und ein grünes Tal. Jägerland, Heimatland, grüßt dich tausendmal. Thank you.
Thank you very much. For many, many years, and maybe even today, in German-speaking areas and areas like New Ulm and other areas in America that spoke German, when a young man was courting a young lady, pretty soon the question would arise, kannst du Knödel kochen? Translates to, can you cook dumplings? Because that was a part of a sauerkraut meal that was expected in the home. And so we have a number that's appropriately titled, musically asking that question, kannst du Knödel kochen? Or can you cook dumplings? Here it is. Thank you. Thank you very much. The German language is beautiful and is really a treasure in the fact that it is the parent language of our English. Many people do not know that, but it is. And the next number we're going to do for you now is how it would be said in German. Heartache. Herzschmerz. Here it is. It's going to feature Heidi on the vocal.
Die Wette wohl Probleme, macht im Haus und sagt es Lied. Nur ja nicht wirklich nehmen, weil es anderen Tags nur fehlt. Wenn einer klagt, wenn einer sagt, die Welt wohl Probleme, lad ihn Haus und sagt es nicht. Nur ja, will dich nehmen, weil alles andere hat zu viel. Herzschmerz und dies und das, ja, das ist uralt. Kuss, Schluss und sag mal was, ja, das kennt ja bald. Denn seit mehr als 1000 Jahren hat ein Herne von erfahren ganz ohne Liebe. Man kann nicht das Leben gehen. Und da gibt's auch keine Reue, man fällt immer kaum auf Treue. Liebe, ja Liebe, die ist immer wieder schön. Herzschmerz und dies und das, ja, das ist nur alt. Kuss, Schluss und sag was, das kennt man ja bald. Denn seit mehr als 1000 Jahren hat ein jeder mal erfahren ganz ohne Liebe kann man nicht das Leben gehen.
Thank you very much. Heartache. You may remember when the Berlin Wall came down. I had the distinct privilege of hosting a group from East Germany when that wall was up and that city was isolated and they could not go anywhere except under special circumstances. They were invited to symposium in Canada, and they took a side trip to New Ulm. And I had them here for a day, and the highlight of their day and mine as well was a visit to the Herman Monument. They were up there with me, and they said they had such a wonderful day, and they were so grateful to be in a free area, and they were not looking forward to going back to almost like a prison. But anyway, they said, we would like to sing a song to you. And so they sang this song, which we'd like to almost conclude our program with. So ein Tag, so wunderschön wie heute. A day like today should never go away. Here it is, so ein Tag.
And tonight I have a special friend, Alexander Roth, joining me. Thank you.
Es ging halt.
Thank you very much. I think we owe this band a great big round of applause for coming out here and putting on this concert for us. It's a great privilege and pleasure for me to be part of that. We're going to do our final number, but really want to thank the KMJ, the Park and Rec Commission, and others who help sponsor these great concerts. And we hope to be here again next year. But anyway, our closing number is it's a wish for all of you, and especially to those band members who come from Mankato, St. Peter, and so on. The name of the number is appropriately titled Gute Reise. Have a good trip. there you have it. Thank you very much. Have a good evening and a good trip home.